And it's live. Hey, hi, how's it going, audience? We're doing another talkative training session today. That's about the gist of it. We want to get Alphamon up to a state where he can evolve. We've got some options in terms of that stuff. I've already gone out of my way to get the Oryumon for the baseline Oryuken mode. But there are a lot of other options here, and I'd like to show them off before we settle on the DNA Digivolution. Guess we'll get started by seeing if we can move him into the back of a party without issue. We can. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna get right to it, and we'll talk about whatever happens to come to mind. Yeah. So, Vance, Guy, you're here. So, here's a question. How much do you know about Oryuken mode for Alphamon?
I know my fair bit. Mainly just how to get there and what it does for Alphamon.
So what it do? Because I know it has a move that does defense penetration, and that's great for dealing with bosses. We've got a little bit of that in the party as it is with Lord Roy.
Oh, you're talking about game mechanic-wise. I thought you meant lore-wise.
Oh, well, if you're going to talk about lore, go for it. I'm all ears. Lore is cool and good and stuff. What is the lore behind this particular mode?
So it's basically the transcendent form, like, you know, you see someone get crowned type of deal. That's supposed to be his royal form, in the sense.
So it's a burst mode?
Huh?
It's a burst mode?
In the sense, I would say yes, because lore-wise, if we're going off the X movie, it was a blessing given to him by the X antibody of Megamon.
Okay, so Oryuken mode is basically burst mode. You could rename it to burst mode. In the same vein that Imperial Dramon's Paladin mode is a burst mode.
Yeah, exactly like that. Because it's like, you know that scene in Transformers where Optimus Prime gets the black jet old grandpa on him? It's just like that.
I don't think I know exactly what you're talking about. It depends on what films we're
Michael Bay's second movie of the Transformers film. Yeah, because he was like the coolest guy.
But I get what you mean. It is a jogress, but it's more equivalent to a burst mode. I would argue that you wouldn't even need to have Oryumon. You could just have Oryuken mode as its own thing. In the same way you could do with Paladin mode for Imperial Dramon. What other Digimon are there that have that kind of, like, fusion into a burst mode rather than a new Digimon?
The next one would be probably I can't remember the exact ones, but the Vmon and the Stingmon.
Well, that leads...
Bug one, you know?
That's Dino Beamon, or... I think it's Pale Dramon?
Pale Dramon.
The thing about Paildramon is, it is a new Digimon when they fuse. It's not like a mode shift. But I do think it's interesting that there is both Dino Beamon and Paildramon. I don't think there... Is there a full line for Dino Beamon? Because I know it was like the feral monster version of Paildramon, but...
As far as I know, there isn't. But I'm not a professional on him, so I don't know much about that one.
Not a professional Digimoner, I see.
Yeah, no,
what a pity.
Now, mechanic-wise, I don't know much about Oryuken, because I never got to use him in the Cyber Sleuth. But I do know that he's a really good boss killer.
Yeah, that's because of defense penetration, high attack mixed with that. He's got a neutral damage type, so he doesn't really get debuffed in terms of how much output he's putting. But I believe he also has a passive ability which increases all outgoing damage by 10%. Like, all damage given. So that also helps. I guess being able to go into these new forms will allow us to explore and see if there are any other potential routes that we could pick.
Oh, I have, like, sort of completely zoned out.
It also gives you a roleplay aspect if you want to think about it. Because they can like, oh, okay, well this one's actually hard. Let me bump it up a notch, you know?
Yeah. I guess we could save the Digivolution for when we really hit a wall. You'd have to be there for that, but...
Oh yeah. I mean, I should be. It's just, I gotta remember when they are, or I need a reminder, because normally work or other things get me like super wrapped. Because today I was just so busy, I forgot about because I got to I have some payments coming up because I have to do a payment on a college thing because I have to do it. They have this thing before you can get enrolled into a college called a pre-enrollment payment. So you have to get that paid, and I have to think because I have to get tires for my car. The payments on or how I'm going to do that because tires ain't cheap. And then I have to get my oil changed tomorrow, so just looking at that.
You guys had to recently fix like 3 pieces of tech in the house in like 2 weeks, didn't you?
Yeah. The coffee machine broke. You know, that's required for mental health. The microwave melted.
Melted?
And the refrigerator had too much pressure and broke.
So, what do you mean by melted?
So, like, so Dad was cooking something, and he realized in the refrigerator, not the refrigerator, in the
refrigerator, he was cooking something in the refrigerator. No wonder he couldn't get it fixed.
Where did it work? But in the microwave, the top was actually melting.
Oh. I wonder how that happened.
I wonder too. I assume it finally decided to snap on us and got angry at us and it said no more and died.
Well, the inside of the microwave is designed to be kind of like, I guess, protective against it. So it makes me think, what would cause a microwave to melt like that? It's obviously broken either way.
There had to be something wrong with like.
Yeah. It means
battery or wiring.
Well, the microwaves didn't get properly absorbed with something. They got reflected too much. Because I think somebody nuked a fork.
Ah, that might do it.
I gotta think about who would cook a fork in this household.
That's true. It does require.
If someone cooked something
metal.
Freaking metal, whereas the microwave was still there.
I mean, was the niece over during that time?
No, it wasn't her because she hasn't been over in a while. Because I don't know why. She hasn't been over in a while.
Okay.
It could truly just be a case of technology does indeed break. You know,
That's what I'm going with. Because technology, you know, although it is meant to last, you know, it has its reaching point, which, you know, is why
the thing
hear,
is,
oh, they don't make things like how they used to.
The reason why they don't make things how they used to is because they intentionally manufacture things to be able to break. Like, they don't want to make something that will last forever because they can't sell you a replacement or a new one. So they basically build in a set time limit for the machine, and they wait for, you know, it to naturally break because some component of it finally gives out, and then you come back for another one because it's a necessity to have in the house.
Yep.
So what happened with the fridge? Pressure?
Okay, so the fridge just had too much pressure. Well, it didn't have any more pressure, so it wasn't working. So things were not getting cold where they needed to be, or to the temperatures they needed to be. So we just had to get a new one. And then the most expensive thing was that fence broke, and that's where we keep the chickens. So we had to fix that.
Funny, a fence costs more than a fridge.
Yeah, that fence, $33,500 if I remember correctly.
Jesus Christ, isn't it just like a couple of well-sized pieces of wood and some nails?
I mean, yes and no, because you have to set it into the cement so it doesn't break easy.
Ah.
Because we don't want things getting in there, because you never know with the neighbors. We also got new neighbors.
Oh boy, what are they like?
Don't know, I haven't met them, but they have 2 very sweet dogs, I've heard, and it looks like they are, at least the husband is an ex-Marine based on what they have on the outside of their house, so I hope they're chill.
but hey, free egg, right?
Free egg.
Free eggs.
I love free eggs.
$3,500 free eggs.
A price well paid.
Free eggs if you're willing to pay the maintenance fee.
Right.
I'll pay that
But
maintenance
yeah.
fee every time because I love free egg.
Something in the microwave shielding, the refrigerator's compressor. That's like, you know, hey, let's all fuck with them at the same time. Yeah.
Okay, so Tenebris is able to evolve. We already know what's at his Oryukin mode, so let's experiment, shall we? Which do you want to see first?
Let's take a look. We finally opened it up. I want to do the bottom one. That bottom one looks the most interesting.
Let's see what it is. Oh!
Oh.
What the fuck's that?
I don't know what that is, but that looks like a combination between all of the Royal Knights.
Yeah, hold on. Check that skill real quick.
Defense penetrating attack, ultimate Oryukin. Passive ability increases dealt damage by 5% and decreases damage received by 5%. So
Over ultimate Oryukin.
yeah, this is the same move that you would have had with Alphamon Oryukin.
Oh shit. Okay, what's that?
Yeah, it's kind of like
what mode that is called.
I don't know what this is called. I will look in my Digipedia.
Yeah, because that looks cool.
Digipedia.
Yes, it's called a Digipedia. Shut up.
Oh,
I'm not calling it a
no.
field guide.
Alright guys, I'm ready to become the ultimate fusion.
The ultimate life form.
Who cares what the others are?
Hold on, I gotta.
Oh my gosh, hold on. Have any of you seen the new Megamind trailer?
Oh, you mean that load of garbage? Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it.
Can't you guys just can't wait, can you? We're all filled with excitement.
Wasn't that at the bottom?
Ah,
It was at
hold
the
on.
bottom.
Alphamon Excalibur
Oh.
mode.
Oh, so it is an Alphamon mode.
We'll keep that in mind. We're gonna reload.
More.
It's definitely a good option. Take your next pick.
Let's go to the next one above it. Let's just work our way up.
Yep. Alright, let's see what this is.
Why not?
Oh, it's a
hammer.
Nubis form.
Is this actually called Alphamon Anubis mode?
And then let's look at its move.
Kind of weird that you can't just check the page itself to see what it is called.
Yeah, it doesn't show its race name, it shows the nickname that it receives. Which is a little funky, but, you know, it's fine.
It's a bit quirky, that's all.
It's a wee bit quirky.
Click on Alphamon and see if you can look at his evolution line.
That's Alphamon MX.
Oh, that's the midget.
Hey, you can't say that word.
Oh, you can't.
You can't say that word.
Apologies.
Little Digis.
The little Digis.
Enu Alphamon. Here it is.
And you mean?
Enu is probably a reference to Anubis.
Oh.
But
This is
Yep.
light and dark scale damage by
What's
10%.
ultimate or you
Increases
can?
eight-
Okay,
Also-
no, we already know that one. Increases light and dark skill.
and it also increases health recovery.
Much more supportive form, it seems.
I like that Anubis vibe.
That is really cool. I love the hammer. I love hammers as weapons.
Yep. Here's the other form. Let's see what it is.
We aren't set in stone yet for
Oh.
the Oryukin.
Ooh, axe.
An axe?
That looks like
Axmon chocolate spray.
You know, it reminds me of Dark Robo Slime.
it does from DQMJ3. Oh, we gotta find it. I know this blipping is infuriating, but there it is. Wait a minute. This
What
is
is
just
it?
another Alphamon Oryukin mode with better stats. Hold on. What the
Way.
what the fuck is this?
Nick?
What is this? This is just Alphamon, but this is Oryuken mode, but better.
Can you go back to the stats so I can look at them? What's the passive on it? Oh, same thing.
Oryuken Beta. Attack plus 15%. Speed, evasion, and dark damage 10%. Boost HP absorption by 20%. This is just...
It's just him, but better.
It's just
His
him,
main
but
character's
better.
him, guys, I'm sorry.
I guess if you really wanted to, you could pick
That must be the anime one.
Yeah, that is the anime edition one, who was able to beat Death X, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, 100%. So that's my guy. So
Okay.
I don't
real.
know, we have others. You might pick them because they're cooler.
Here's the last
I
one.
might pick him because they're cool. I'm all about the coolness.
Now,
factor.
I want to acknowledge that it costs level 80 and requires an ability of 100. This one does not. The cool Excalibur mode does not. So I guess we're gonna see something big.
This better be a sick ass one then.
Who the
Right.
you ever see?
Oh,
What?
that's just
What is
Yggdrasil. That is
Oh, cool. I just get to become Yggdrasil? Hell yeah.
that is what Yggdrasil looks like. Yggdrasil being the AI that helps to maintain the digital world. So you know.
Cool, I can just become God? Nice.
Main attack, physical attack that deals neutral damage to all foes. Pretty simple. Reduces damage received from species with bad affinity by 15%. That's kind of as
Bad affinity.
bad affinity. I think means if it's a bad type matchup, which you being free and neutral means you have no bad type matchups. So it'd only be effective for the rest of the party members. As interesting as it would be to have Yggdrasil as a part of the party, it seems particularly boring to do.
I'm not gonna do that because it's kind of boring just to be God on that.
Well,
Yeah.
However, I do want to look at him in the field guide, just to see what kind of ability set that he gets through level up, because his stats could be fucking
Also
stupid.
a better view. Can we also get like a better view of it? Because I will be honest, I'm staring at this thing and I'm just like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Good,
Well-
you're not meant to be.
Well, Yggdrasil is like
Weird.
abstract on its own. King Drasil 7DX.
Oh my gosh, it's called
Ooh.
Drizzle.
Perfect revival. Ooh.
Oh yeah,
That's
it's
perfect for Vital.
its support stats are very good. Perfect Revival revives an ally at 100%. Final Aura is the max amount of healing you can get in an AoE. Attack, Break, and Guard Charge Field are pretty good. Self-Repair seems nice, and does have a good base attack. However, it can't de-digivolve, apparently, so as soon as you become it, it gets locked into this form.
Gross.
Ew.
And it can't evolve
Yeah.
any further either. So, you know.
Yeah.
Again, interesting, but ultimately very boring. Plus, we already have support in the party. We're gonna want something that's a little bit more interesting. So, are you thinking going with Excalibur mode?
Oh, we have one more to look at.
Well, okay, this is the main one. This is the base Oryukenmon. Oryuken mode, I should say. So, this is what that will
check
look
it out.
like. See, it's just the other one. It's the other one, but well animated.
Are they comparable in stat-wise?
We can already tell from its passive ability that they are not.
Okay.
Blast Digivolution is good, but it's nowhere near as good
'Cause-
as...
I like the fact of randomness, as you know, because I don't really want to just pick a choice. So I was just thinking of, with the exception of King Drizzle, not throwing that in the mix, spin a wheel.
Okay,
So like 1, 2, 3, 4, in that order.
you know what? We could just roll a d4 and set some things.
I like the idea of randomness, so I can't exactly choose. Because choosing wise, I'm gonna pick the big funny axe man.
Okay, little Aaron, roll a d4 for us. Roll a d4 for us.
1 second. A D4?
Yep.
Alright. That's a 4.
Okay, so I guess we're going with Excalibur mode.
Heck yeah.
I mean, it is the cool one. We'll take one last
I
look
would
at
have liked
it.
I would have liked the Tenebris personally because of the hammer, but it is pretty sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can kind of tell that there is a little bit of all of the Royal Knights incorporated into this Digimon. You see Omnimon's swords protruding out from the wrists. You've got the big wings of Examon, who's this giant fuck-off dragon. You've got the head of, I believe, Hackmon? Or Hackmon's final form? And then you've got the color palette of Merciful Mode for Omnimon. So, you know, it's nice. It's nice, it's cool, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. For now, that's actually all of the grinding I technically needed to do. You know, just get this out of the way, make sure we're prepped for next weekend. I guess we can look around to see if there's anything else that we need to do in terms of maintenance.
Last Vtuber.
Like, Rootkit, can't evolve. Lord Roy, he's already capped. Shark, the only other potential is this one, and we can't get to that just yet because we're not that far into the game. We don't have any other potential party members, save for Tenebris, and we've already got that done, so I think we're actually good.
I am sad that Lord Roy can't evolve further, but maybe we go down another path.
We could degenerate him if you felt like it.
Not now. I like Lord Roy how he is. I'm just sad I can't go bigger.
You cannot go big boy mode. There is no big boy mode past this. I'm sorry.
I'm already too big a boy, but I want to bigger boy.
He wants to be the biggest boy you've ever seen.
The biggest boy.
I am here to be big boy britches. Oh, I moaned.
Okay. Alright. So, that's been done.
Don't ask me why I cannot tell you.
Oh, got it. You know what? It's done. We're good. Alright. Short stream, but, you know, I just wanted to make sure that I
Short
had...
stream, but we're just here to murder.
Well, not here. We're not here to do that. We're here to grind. We're here to grind. Okay, you edgy little bitch.
The most maniacal laugh I've ever heard.
Oh dear, we need to do something about that cough. Are you quite alright?
I don't think he is. For now, we'll go ahead and cut the stream. It was terribly short, but I wanted to get all of this recorded, so, you know, we'd have it on screen of what the grinding was like. I prefer doing that. We will catch you all later. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.